Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to The Bat and the Bandit, episode 14. My name is Phil Campbell. I'm joined, as always, by my best friend in the whole wide world, Mr. Lee Rogers. Lee, how the fuck are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. Here, so, a bit of a strange boxing fucking weekend, wasn't it? Yeah?
I don't want to talk about it.
No? Is that how you're feeling?
Yep.
I was not expecting that, man. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting the old Mike Tyson to come in that ring, like.
Do you know what? I was thinking to myself.
It was like watching your dad, your elderly dad.
That's what made it was. It was uncomfortable for a number of reasons. I think we were all caught up in the hysteria of it. We were all honey-dicked a wee bit into thinking that we would see Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
What we saw was a 58-year-old man who needed a payday.
And he got the payday, but fuck, his wee spindly legs and all, man, it was hard to watch. And of course we had 5 grams of mushrooms each in us.
Yes.
Which,
now, on initial watch, I thought it was a fucking hell of a fight. Attributable to the fact that
I thought it was 2 cartoon characters fighting. I was like, that's not real.
At one stage, full disclosure, we took 5 grams of mushrooms each when we were watching it. Yeah, at one stage it turned into like a fucking Sega Mega Drive.
8-bit.
You know, like
16-bit.
Do you know what it looked like? Streets of Rage. You know the little characters in Streets of Rage. Anytime they moved around, it was going.
Poor Mike. The Katie Taylor fight. Fuck.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry. We're still making.
We're still making. I have a few thoughts about it. There were. Mike Tyson was biting his gloves a lot of the time.
Did he not? Was that Costamaro? That was no way we would touch our nose to keep our hands up. Was that not fucking?
I'm gonna get conspiratorial.
Okay.
Mauro Ranallo, the commentator, who's a legend, absolute legend, has called combat sports from Pride in Japan. He's been at WWE.
Been around.
Commentator. He's fucking fantastic at what he does. He was saying that this was a tick that Tyson had during his fighting career.
Okay.
I don't remember that. I don't remember seeing him biting his gloves. Now, if I'm getting conspiratorial, was he covering up and communicating something to Jake Paul?
He wasn't speaking.
He
was biting his glove. He wasn't speaking. He wasn't. And he's here. But Mike's he's always like that peekaboo thing that he has. Yeah. And I'm sure the Costamaro. I don't know why. I remember hearing something years ago that keeping his hands up, we would fucking
wipe your nose or something.
Wipe your nose. Yeah. His was biting his glove. I'm not sure.
I was so vehement that you would see the Mike Tyson of old.
Well, he played that game though all the way up. I mean, every fucking like clip that he put up coming up that fight was the old Mike Tyson. Yeah, you know. Yeah,
well, he looked great hitting the pads, and that's why I was so convinced. I thought Tyson was going to steamroll him. Genuinely thought Tyson was going to.
Did you see on some of the replays? Fucking Jake Paul was here, empty, and he went to throw a couple of hooks and stopped short.
Oh yeah, he pulled his shots.
Pulled his shots a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a glorified spar. I kind of
for a 20 million quid, like or $20 million
for 20 million. I could have danced around for 8 rounds. And
8 2-minute rounds.
8 2-minute rounds. 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes.
You're not getting warmed up.
No, you're not getting started, and I don't know. It was really, really disappointing, and a number of things. So, one, the commentary team was weird as fuck. Just the whole. It was on Netflix, so you have to say it was undoubtedly the biggest boxing bout in the history of boxing. Netflix is available in, I believe, 280 million.
Sure,
homes.
Kept fucking crashing on us. We had to keep restarting it.
Did it keep crashing, or were we just high as fuck? But yeah, so it was the biggest boxing match in the history of boxing. But then people are saying. There's always this trope when Jake Paul fights that he's bringing new eyes to the sport. Yeah. He's bringing new eyes to the sport, new fans to the sport, all this sort of carry on. And he's not. Yeah. It's as simple as that. Yeah. He's bringing eyes to Jake Paul fights. These are not the same people that are watching Chris Billum-Smith. These are not the same people that are going to be watching a Billy Joe Saunders fight. Yep. These are not the same people that are watching Joshua Dubois. Yeah. These are people that are just watching an individual.
Has Dubois called him out? Jake?
Yeah. He said, I think he's offered, he will put the IBF title up for grabs. But Jake Paul's not going to take that. One, Dubois, I don't think, is even in his 30s yet. So he's age-wise.
He's going to fuck it. He would destroy him.
He would absolutely destroy him. But I get, just the whole fucking circus of it. The commentary team was weird as fuck. You had Mauro Ranallo, he deserved his place there, without a shadow of a doubt.
Roy Jones Jr.
You had Roy Jones Jr. And then, sandwiched in the middle, is it Rosie Perez? Is that her name?
Perez, the fucking Hollywood actress.
The fucking actress.
I know. And they were giving her fucking lines. Like, I mean, she was talking. She was saying the stupidest shit, though.
She was giving her opinion as if it fucking mattered. Like, in the same way, I'm not going to turn on a fucking football match and want to hear from Ainsley Harriott.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It was just so visually. Obviously, I know it's like...
Who the fuck's Ainsley Harriott?
He was the presenter of Ready, Steady, Cook.
No?
Anyway,
anyway,
I just thought the most obscure fucking random celebrity
Well, at least you know them, you fucking autistic motherfucker, huh?
But yes, I thought it was very fucking strange. But again, that's why I was so fucking convinced that that Tyson was going to steamroll him, and that's why I made my bold claim. So I should probably, because I don't want to be accused of a man who doesn't keep his fucking word.
Get them off the fuck you,
right? Keep the people entertained for a bit, would you?
So anyhow, where are you going? Oh, you're just doing it there? What the fuck? Oh, good lad. Everything off, kid, eh? Look at that. Fucking specimen of a fucking man there. Right.
So the Katie Taylor fight.
Yes. Brilliant.
I feel somewhat vulnerable right now.
Yep.
I also want to let people know that it's bulking season.
Okay, right.
So
yes.
I'm a little bit thicker than you would normally be.
Why don't you? I mean, you're still sitting in your pants. Why don't you stick your fucking Joker overalls on or whatever the fuck
that's that's a great idea.
Yes, do that there, because we're not going to be able to have a serious conversation when you sit like that. Fuck me.
Okay, just give us a second. Just talk among yourselves.
Yep. So, Jack, how's your week been, son? All good? Yeah. Right. Do you want a hand bat?
No, I got it. Okay. Oh, that's a bit more Presbyterian,
right,
isn't it?
You okay now?
Jesus Christ.
Right, Katie Taylor fight.
Yes, right, the Katie Taylor fight. Katie Taylor won a unanimous decision. Let me just tie myself up here.
I should have brought my Star Wars on.
Katie Taylor won a unanimous decision.
Right.
It
was close.
It was very, very close, and she had a point deducted. Detractors are shouting robbery. There's no way in fuck it was a robbery.
I love Serrano. She's fucking brilliant. But see that fucking coach.
I don't know if that coach is. I don't know if that coach is her husband, her dad, or who the fuck he is.
Better motherfucker.
Better bastard who made it all about himself rather than the fight.
That's it.
Now, a number of things again stood out to me. So, right. Americans, for the most part, are lovely. However, mass hysteria kicks in, mob mentality, and they're very fucking easy swayed.
Yes.
So if they're told that was a robbery, Katie Taylor's a dirty fighter, they will parrot it. Katie Taylor's not a fucking dirty fighter.
She's not, and she never has been. The thing about Katie Taylor is that on that fight, Serrano's eye got opened up. Yeah, and it was an accidental fucking head clash. Both heads hit each other at the same time.
The majority of that fight took place in the pocket. And when you're if anyone knows the slightest fucking thing about any combative sport, if you're fighting in the pocket and you're in close, if you roll at the same time as your opponent, if you roll out and your opponent rolls in, you're gonna clash heads.
You're gonna clash heads.
And it's not a case of nobody fucking headbutted anybody.
No.
But for the media to even the commentary team was biased as fuck. Rosie was having a field day, the silly cunt.
Aye.
But to say that Katie Taylor is a dirty fighter,
or leads in with her head.
Leads with her head. It's fucking slanderous,
fucking ridiculous.
You're talking about, and I don't think it's a big claim to say, maybe the greatest combat sports athlete this island has ever produced.
And the thing about her is that he kept saying about how much she had damaged other fighters. Such and such came out like this, such and such came out like that. They were all damaged, they were all cut. Because she's a fucking animal.
Yeah.
She's a fucking animal. That's why she's a fucking animal. You guys, if you have not seen that fight, go and check it. That might be one of the greatest fights, if not the greatest fight I've ever seen.
Yeah, there's the old saying, fight like a man.
Yeah.
I'll happily wear a t-shirt saying fight like a girl after that fight, because standing in the pocket, throwing shots, reckless abandon, showed that she has a chin as well. I mean, my God.
She got fucking pinged.
Yeah.
Fucking multiple times. Both of them did, and both of them just kept going.
Is there a better combat sports athlete in Irish sport?
No.
Ever?
No, not now.
No,
not
for what she's done. At 38 years of age, Serrano was talking about a rematch.
Yeah.
That's twice Katie's beaten her. Once by split decision, second time by unanimous decision. There's no reason for that fight to happen again. But does
money.
Do you reckon Katie Taylor needs the money?
I don't know. What do you think? Now, has the purse been fucking
I don't think
disclosed?
I don't think it's been disclosed, but the promoter of that was MVP Promotions, which is Jake Paul's promotion company.
Right, okay. Oh, but
so I would hope, and as much as I dislike the character Jake Paul, what he's done for boxing with regards to equal pay and fair pay has been fantastic.
Well, I'm hoping she'll walk away with at least 10 mil.
You would hope so, and hope she can retire on that, because again, like,
she has no need to prove herself any further.
Even then, the humility she showed in the post-fight conference when...
She didn't start arguing. I mean, I was sitting going, why the fuck are you not arguing more? But she was... Hostage is tired, she's won.
Have you ever seen a loser get more airtime?
No.
After a fight?
Because she's a fucking American.
Because she's Cuban-American. She appeals to a massive demographic. And I can't remember who the interviewer was. Was it Morrow?
It was fucking Ariel fucking. He's
Ariel
a cunt.
Helwani,
what a
cunt.
dirty fucking stinking bastard. That man should not be fucking speaking to boxers or fighters.
He is a professional agitator.
He fucking is. He's a cunt, man.
He is a contrarian. Hate that bastard. Even throughout the, like, if I was Katie Taylor, I would
have turned my back on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was disrespectful, and this has happened over, like, Ariel's been involved in MMA for about 20 years. Yeah. And he has slowly morphed into this caricature of a journalist.
Scumbag, man.
Who loves himself. If he was chocolate, he'd fucking eat himself. Yeah. And he makes it about himself, not the fight. He wants to be known as the journalist who's come off with a tagline, who's come off with a controversial statement, who's come off with he inserts himself into situations and scenarios that he doesn't need to be involved in. He was the one that was encouraging and inflaming Serrano's corner to say shit.
Yeah.
It's just not pleasant at all. But do not let that detract. And I believe you can go and watch it now on Netflix.
It stays on Netflix.
It stays on Netflix. Go and watch it purely just for that fight, because that fight was fucking, like,
lethal.
Fight of the year contender.
What was that? Who was the first two fucking influencer motherfuckers at the beginning? What was that about?
A clue.
What was that about? Your man Dummy fucked him in the corner of the ring, and all that was fucking.
It was weird,
disrespectful, and ridiculous.
That was weird. Well, that's the whole influencer boxing thing creeping in. But again, the crowd was mostly comprised of people that don't know anything about boxing. They were just there to see.
It was a circus. It was a fucking circus.
Exactly what it was. Is that whole thing kind of like the final nail in the coffin of boxing?
I hope not.
No, because I love boxing.
Now listen, what has to happen to keep boxing and pro boxing moving forward is that Jake Paul cunt is going to have to fight someone his own fucking size, his own weight in a pro boxer.
Only time that's ever happened was against Tommy Fury. Tommy's
not a great fighter.
He's not what you would call an active elite boxer.
No.
You know, he's essentially a reality TV.
Yeah.
Who did you hear? Who's fighting next?
Fucking Darren Till.
Darren Till is going. I've been wrong before. I believe, in my humble opinion, that does not result in me sitting here in my pants. Darren Till waxes him.
Did you see that fucking press conference that we're doing? Oh, mate.
John Fury.
He's a fucking scumbag out here.
John Fury, who's usually the loudest man at a press conference, like, I will fight you, man. I will fight you on the beat. Like, he's fucking a nuisance. He kept he threw a bit of water, then he kept uncharacteristically quiet.
Dealing with different level here. Like
Darren Till.
He says his fucking IQ of a loaf of bread. I thought that was hilarious. I'm going to use that.
It's like, I'll blatter you, then I'll blatter Tyson. Now, Darren Till, I don't know if people know who Darren Till is. Former UFC fighter, fucking Scousers get out. He had to leave Liverpool or he was going to get fucking shot.
I love the fucking Scousers. Like,
moved to Brazil.
Is that where he is now?
No. Like, he's back in Liverpool and everything now, but this is when he was younger.
What were they going to do? What are we going to do him in for?
I don't know, nor do I want to know.
Gangster.
Moved to Liverpool. Moved to Brazil, continued his fighting career over there, professional Muay Thai, professional MMA, speaks fluent Portuguese. I just think that's like a Scouser.
It's funny because he hardly speaks English.
I remember Brave Combat Federation 13 was in Belfast.
Right, yeah.
Eric Indio Brabal was fighting on it, and he fought out of Team Cabon in Liverpool.
Yep.
And Darren Till was in his corner. Darren Till also acted as his translator.
Right, okay.
I just thought this was just this fucking big hard Scouser speaking fluent Portuguese, then fucking putting it in the English. Thought it was fucking mad. But yes, so that was the weekend in boxing. Were you up to anything much apart from the boxing this weekend yourself, bud?
I don't know, was it? What else? Do you know something that I don't? I'm trying to think.
No, we watched. But did you do anything Sunday?
Did I?
That's why I'm asking. I don't know.
Oh, that's okay. So you don't actually know.
No,
you're not filming out if he's going to mention this. Right, okay, understand. There we go. This is the way we are. fucking sometimes Phil knows more stuff about me than I know about myself.
Did you do anything on yes or no, mate?
I can't remember. That just I can't. Just lay about the house. I don't know.
Clip that. That's a classic. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. I
thought you were getting at something like that had done, and I was sitting going,
no, was that just asking?
Did I actually do something?
How am I sitting here in my pants and I'm the one that doesn't look silly? I had 2 shows this weekend. I had a boxing show on Friday. It was good crack. It was boxing and MMA gloves.
How was that?
Entertaining. But the thing is,
was it people pulling their punches a bit? There's bound to be a fucking give. There has to be.
There was one guy, Stephen.
4-inch gloves.
4-ounce MMA gloves. There's a guy, Stephen O'Neill, who comes from an MMA background, was fighting. And he was the only one who really got it with regards to, because if you've got
you're here and here with them gloves on, covering, but with the big gloves,
if you've got a big glove, you can hold it to your chin and you're safe. But guys were getting hit with shots that they wouldn't have got hit with in boxing, traditional boxing,
because of the big glove,
but because of a 4-ounce glove, which is not too dissimilar to a bare fist.
Aye.
Punches are catching at little angles. But it was entertaining. Really enjoyed it.
For people that don't know, and there is people that don't know, a 4-inch glove has a padding of about 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
Here, and it's not even here. It's just there
along
on
the
the back
knuckles.
of the hand, and that is it.
Yeah, so it's not.
And it's horrible. Getting fucking hit with them.
It almost looks like a cycling glove with a bit more padding.
A cycling glove with a bit more padding.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I had that show on Friday. Then I had Cage Gladiator Ireland on Sunday.
Right.
Brilliant show.
Who's that? Is that FAI?
Danny Core.
Danny Core, yes, good lad.
Danny Core, yeah. So we spoke about Danny Core last week. Legend of a man. Show was incredible, very successful. I was in commentary with comedian Aaron Butler.
How was that?
Great fun.
Is he a good lad? Is he?
I've done a bit of work with Aaron before, and he's a genuinely good lad. He's a massive wrestling fan,
right?
And he didn't realise the
connection with you.
The connection with me. For people who don't know, my brother-in-law, Damien Corvin,
what a guy!
Is probably the premier heel, meaning bad guy, in Irish independent wrestling. So no, that was a lot of fun.
Well, he's moving on though, isn't he? He's going up and up. We can't really talk about that, but he's going up and up.
He's on certain radars.
Yes, so that's wonderful to hear. I fucking love that.
He's a great big lad. It's weird because he is he's a bad guy, right, in wrestling. So he's all fucking like angry and aggressive and the bad guy. He's fucking soft as square shite.
Anytime that he's here, man,
he's lovely.
Just such a sweetheart of a man. So he's just kind of soft spoken and all. Good. Then you see him and he's like throwing fucking slapping at Wayne's and all.
He's great at what he does. He says he's not happy unless he makes a kid cry. At least one kid a show. So that's great. Taking a wee bit of a divert. This is something that you brought to my attention.
What?
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Ooh, last night I sent you that message. What's going on? This woke shit has to fucking stop.
The Silver Surfer is now a woman.
Fucking woman. Woman.
Julia Gardner has been cast as the Silver Surfer in the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. Now, there is, I believe, one alternate timeline, but it is so fucking niche that it's ridiculously niche.
What do you mean alternate timeline and like fucking
alternate timeline where the Silver Surfer
in the comedy or in the comics,
comic books, where the Silver Surfer is a female, but in every other iteration, it's a dude.
Yeah. Silver Surfer is a male fucking god.
He's a male character. He was kind of like the what would you say? He was aligned with Galactus. He was almost like the harbinger and messenger of Galactus at the stage, and then it sort of turned. But great character. Is this a progressive step, or is this a generic, almost token gesture? Once again, a sign of Hollywood going woke or going broke. What do you think, mate?
I think it's going woke or going broke.
Yeah.
I think. Now, listen, I have nothing against women acting characters. I think and the traditions of what the characters have always been need to stay that way.
It needs to stop being like, again, and I'm not saying I have no issue with the changing the ethnicity of a character or anything like that. But if a character is a male, written as a male, why do you need to change it for the convoluted reason of trying to be progressive?
Is it because now there's a lot more women coming in to watch these movies, or that's never been something they've been interested in, man?
Then use a female character. Is it not more empowering to use a female character that's written as a female than to make it look, because it's convoluted.
Changing the gender of a fucking already established 50-year established fucking character.
Because I don't know if we talked about this before. The new Cape Crusader cartoon,
The Penguin,
on Prime. Now, for people who may not know,
put you in a bad mood.
I quite like Batman.
Yeah,
and things all Batman related. I know, shock horror. But I sat down to watch the Cape Crusader.
Yeah,
and it's set, I think, in and around the 50s. And a scene comes on, and the Penguin is a woman, Oswalda.
Jesus.
And it is cringy, and mate, I actually I got emotional about it, because I was voice noting you nearly in tears, being like,
I put you in a bad mood. You were in a bad mood for a couple of days.
But it put me in bad twist, because, again, it's something, without sounding too fucking silly and too fucking exaggerated, it's something that I hold quite dear. So to fuck with that, just for the sake of the perception of being progressive and all this kind of shit, there's no need for it. The character isn't a fucking woman. It doesn't need to be a woman. And if it was a character not called the Penguin, if it was just a new character, it would have been a brilliant character. It was voiced brilliantly by Minnie Driver, who I absolutely love. Ever since she was in fucking Good Will Hunting, I thought she was incredible. So it's not a slight against her.
Did you fancy her?
Something shocking. It's the fucking only English woman I've ever had a wee tingle for. Like, but again, it's nothing against her, because she's fantastic. But to make the character it didn't work for me at all. But what has worked for me for the past 8 weeks? The Penguin.
Yes.
Fuck me, mate.
That's a great show.
What a show. I've loved every...
Colin Farrell's a fucking revelation.
Yeah, a revelation. Absolute revelation.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Colin Farrell from the get-go. From fucking... what was that? Tigerland. Was he in Tigerland with a World War II movie? From then to...
Seven Psychopaths, man. I loved him in that.
Great
what a
show.
fucking movie.
From In Bruges.
In Bruges.
Classic. The Banshees of Inisherin.
I haven't. You know what? I struggle with that. Like you loved it.
I love, but mate, it's just like if a movie hasn't grabbed you by the dick in the first 10 minutes, you've no interest.
I turn it off.
Whereas the Banshees of Inisherin is nothing really happens in it.
Yeah.
But it's just this beautiful wee story of. I think I mentioned it before. It's like what's the worst thing that could happen to somebody is waking up and their best friend not wanting to hang out with them for a reason.
We would never do that to each other, sure.
For a reason unbeknownst to you. Could you imagine trying to piece that together?
But there was no reason, sure. I mean,
guess what? Brendan Gleeson, who was fucking amazing in it too. Just where he's always like, I don't want to talk to you no more. And you're like, fuck, man, they live in this wee island. That's fuck, mate. It was just fucking absolutely beautiful. But back to Colin Farrell in The Penguin. Now, you can't get an Oscar. For television.
No.
I would fucking make one for him.
Would it get Emmys? Is it?
Emmys, I believe it is, yeah. But he was just, like, you wouldn't know. You have to remind yourself at the end of every episode.
Well, didn't your woman fucking, what do you call the actress in it?
Christine Milioti.
Yeah, we seen her in a movie called Palm Springs last year.
She was fucking amazing as well.
Yeah.
As Sophia Falcone, or Sophia Gigante.
But she said she had never met Colin Farrell
without
the makeup until after the shoot.
Now that tells you.
She said she said she was looking at these familiar eyes, right? Yeah. But it wasn't the character that she was on. She says he was so real in the role, that she just knew that Penguin character.
Because he was a standout in the Batman. For people who may not know, the Penguin picks up about a week or 2 weeks after the events of the Batman.
The Batman, yeah. And so the Batman's still in that universe there, doing his thing.
Have you watched the last episode?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I've seen up to 7.
I'll not spoil for you,
right,
but
okay.
It's just what Matt Reeves has created with his more sort of darker, grounded version. Like, we thought Christopher Nolan was dark and grounded with his iteration of the Batman. Yeah. But what Matt Reeves has created...
There wasn't a Penguin in those Chris Nolan movies?
The last cinematic iteration of the Penguin was Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Which was fucking amazing. We'll talk about it a wee bit later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Colin Farrell... Like, what this then does, setting up the Batman 2, which comes out in February 2026.
Will the Penguin be in it?
Yeah, oh yeah, he'd be a
big part in it.
He's a huge figure.
Does he ever kind of...
You know the Doctor, Julian Rush?
Vaguely.
You know, like the one played by the guy that played Juice?
Yes,
Theo Rossi.
of course, yeah.
He, there have been like Easter eggs dropped that he is potentially the Scarecrow.
Okay.
With just a name change. Julian Rush in the Penguin. But I think what'll happen is that he's changed his name.
Fuck, I love a wee geek episode here. I love an geek episode. It's brilliant.
Mate, it just makes watching it and piecing these things together makes me so fucking happy. But Christine Milioti, she has to be given her flowers.
Beautiful fucking woman.
Absolutely stunning, but also just the level of almost fucking dark, unspoken foreboding and trauma that she brings to the role.
This is very, very good.
Absolutely fucking amazing.
Very good. Can I just say, while we're on the Colin Farrell thing, the Irish movies, fucking, we watched Land of Saints and Sinners together.
What a show. What a show.
If you haven't seen that, it's on Netflix, on UK Netflix. Right. It's fucking insanely good. Liam Neeson. But Joffrey from Game of Thrones, Jack Gleeson.
Yeah.
That kid was fucking unreal in this movie. If you fucking hated that wee lad because he was Joffrey and he was a wee wanker in that fucking Game of Thrones,
you're falling in love with him.
This kid in this is just a different. He's so good.
Have you watched the Kneecap movie yet?
Watched it with Nikita the other night.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's fucking great, Phil. You're gonna love it.
I love Kneecap.
It's a bit. There's a that fucking mischievous train spotting element to it. Only all in Belfast and all allegedly true. But obviously,
I think Kneecap are brilliant.
They're fantastic.
They have a song Hood, which is fucking amazing. Obviously, there's they are contentious. For a little bit because they appeal to a particular demographic.
Yep.
But I don't know, like.
I think people, if they can just fucking open their eyes a wee bit, everybody can enjoy that shit, man.
Fusing the Irish language with elements of hip hop is fucking. I think it's absolutely fucking
elements of politics as well.
100%.
Political Gaelic fucking.
It's activism. Yeah, it's activism.
I tell you what, it's fantastic. I mean, I loved it. I loved it. I thought them three lads. That are the three lads acting themselves in it. Did so fucking well.
Well, I'm
so natural.
I'm flying for work tomorrow, so I'll probably download it.
Get it download it. You'll love it.
Mate, when I was coming down here, car parked out the front, it was snowing.
Aye.
So it was.
Well, I couldn't get up my fucking driveway this morning, but then again, I had slicks on the front of the car, so I had to go and get them changed today. But we're heading towards Christmas, mate. As this time of year, especially for the self-employed folk, it's the most expensive time of the year.
Yeah.
But it's also sometimes our slowest time. So you're trying to strike a balance and putting shit away 6 months ago to kind of cover now.
You're in a weird wee fucking no man's land.
What the fuck even is Christmas? It's not at that Christian holiday anymore. Christmas? Do you know what? I like Christmas Day when it's just us, me and her. We're just cooking food, having fun, drinking a wee whiskey, having a nice day. We'd pull everything out and just like almost make a bedroom and a sitting room and light the fire. Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. And the last couple of Christmases, I mean, I've really allowed myself to enjoy them. But Christmases to me are like they just put a lot of people under a lot of pressure.
What is Christmas?
Christmas, well, it was originally the fucking...
This is what I want to get into.
Oh, you want to get into this, do you?
Yeah, well, okay. I just want to, as a knowledgeable man of these kinds of matters, because as somebody who can go off on a tangent myself, I sometimes feel like I hijack the podcast a wee bit, so I want to listen to you.
What has happened is that, right, okay, Emperor Constantine, whenever he kind of forced Christianity onto the people, onto the masses, and before it had started to spread out over the world, because as we know, the Roman Empire never actually disappeared; it just became a church. Yeah. And what had happened was there was the pagans had their festivals.
Fucking pagans.
Ostera, which became Easter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Christmas was a pagan festival. So I mean the tree you put up every year. I mean that's a pagan symbol. Yep, that's a pagan symbol.
Was it always this time of year?
Always this time of year for the pagans.
Right.
Now, what Constantine done was he says, well, that's not what that's going to be anymore, but we need to appease these people to keep these guys in line. We can't change their festivals because it's so important. There's a time over Christmas is whenever all the feasts are happening, the Feast of Stephen. Yeah. What happens is that all the meat and all the food that was gathered up throughout the year can't sort of see the other side of Christmas time, so they need to start eating it. So they cook everything and they have this massive feast. And the thing that he had to put in place to make that was, okay, well, sure, that's whenever St. Nicholas would have been like, we'll make this guy, this present guy, this weird guy that comes out of the forest and leaves, but the opposite of Krampus, you're right. We'll talk about that in a second. The good guy that comes and leaves gifts for the kids and gifts for the family and then disappears back into the forest again. What they did was he said, okay, let's give him a saint's name. We'll call him St. Nicholas, which became Santa Claus. you know what I mean? In modern times,
Dressed in green.
Now, I mean, if you think about it, the logic behind the birth of Christ, he was born when it says the story in the Bible says he was born. There was baby fucking lambs and baby this and baby that. That's springtime. No matter where in the world you are, do you know what I mean? That's springtime. So he wanted to kind of make sure that people were celebrating the birth of Christ, but the best way to do it would be to do it during a feast that already existed. So that's what he forced in, you know. I mean, I enjoy Christmas times better. Well, as a kid, obviously, you loved them because you knew you were waking up to all sorts of shit. You know what I mean?
As a parent, does it change for you? Like, is there? Obviously, I don't have kids, but as a parent, does it take on a different complexion as a parent? It's bound to.
Oh, I know, and I love it. A lot, you know, fucking my two oldest ones are up now, so they know exactly. I mean, we get a list sent to us from Luca, and it's fucking links to clothes. You know what I mean? And that's what she gets. Joe, the big lad, he's just looking money, but the wee man there, he's over the Santa shit. That doesn't exist anymore. But no kids are watching this. Fuck's sake! You kidding me?
I don't know. There could be some shite parents here.
I know. Don't let your kids watch this, you fucking crazy bastards. Fuck me. But no. So for him, he's kind of out of that. So we're in that wee nice era of kind of like some shit I like. So it's like I get to buy myself shit for him, you know. And I've always enjoyed that. I don't like presents myself. I don't like people giving me gifts. I find that fucking weird, man. If I want something, I've already got it. You know.
I find Christmas a really depressing time of the year.
It's depressing as fuck for most people, but we try and keep it
insular and small.
You know, we're not bad every something fucking. You know what I mean?
I just find it a really sad time of year. I struggle. If there's ever a time of the year that I would struggle a wee bit,
it's became a big commercial fucking machine.
100%. I believe that there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
like people.
I mean, when's Black Friday? In this month, isn't it? The last Friday this month.
Is it?
Yeah. So that's the last payday. Most people get paid by their employers until January. So people are counting on that last paycheck, and some people just aren't going to get it.
To see them through 5-6 weeks.
Aye.
And people put do you know what I blame social media. So I think social media has a lot to do with it, because you'll see people, and I don't think they're trying to be malicious. I don't think they're doing it for any other reason than just people live through social media. They'll put up photos of their tree, they'll put up photos of their presents, what they've got their kids and everything. So you're already creating this sense of competition. Yeah. Like I know people who've put themselves in debt to get through Christmas.
And my man and dad used to do it every year. You know what I mean? Do you remember the club book? Anybody, a lot of you will probably know this.
They're paying off stuff until about March.
That's it. You used to get this big, thick fucking book, and it was everything from fucking like lingerie, women's lingerie. So we fucking, you know what I mean? Women's lingerie right through, and then the back sort of eighth of the book was just
taking the book to the shower for 35 minutes. What did you?
I'm in the shower, Mum. I'm taking the book up the bedroom here just to have a wee look. You know what I mean?
Circle of things I want for Christmas. Why are these pages stuck together?
It was called a club book. And you got to pay it off over the year.
Yeah.
People were only sort of getting finished paying it off
by the time it was coming around again.
And
what's the best Christmas present you've ever got?
Right. So I woke up on Christmas morning. I knew that what I had asked for. I'd asked for a snooker table, right? Okay. And me and my kid brother Glenn, we slept in bunk beds. He was in the bottom, I was in the top. So I woke up, woke him. We used to get up at stupid o'clock. We used to listen for fucking everybody going to bed and then just get up. You know what I mean?
Sneak downstairs,
sneak downstairs, and then you're a land wee cunt. You used to just tell him, I saw Santa. Did you fuck? You never saw. But what makes you?
Your man's sitting there. Oh, did you? That's
did
great.
You land wee cunt?
Do you know my man, instead of just being like, oh, that's lovely, she would ask questions. And where was it? And what did he look like?
And you're sitting making it all up.
My man's sitting there being like, my son's a lying cunt.
Land wee bastards, boy.
So go ahead.
Yeah. So and I just remember this being the most like, holy shit. So I went downstairs and there was no snooker table there. And I was playing with the toys, got loads of fucking other stuff, and I was building shit. Star Wars figures was my thing. So as long as I got a pile of Star Wars figures and a fucking Millennium Falcon or something, I was happy enough. Or Action Man, or the kid brother was always fucking Masters of the Universe stuff. So me and him had a ball usually on a Christmas morning. And then my man and dad got up, and my mom says, did you not get your snooker table? And I remember just going, no, he didn't. I don't think he could maybe fit it through the door or something. You may always make excuses, you know what I mean? Because Santa would never let you down, you know.
Maybe you just haven't been a good boy.
That's it, you know what I mean? Or And she says, did you not check round your room? And I says, it wasn't, there was nothing in my room, you know. I was thinking, set up, no, you know. And I went back upstairs, mate, and there was a fucking 5-foot snooker table underneath the thing with the folded down legs, underneath the window, mate. And I just remember going, yes, fucking Santa, woo! You know what I mean? I was so happy, but that's one that sticks out in memory, you know.
Best for me is, I used to go to Old Trafford every year. Yeah. That used to be my Christmas present.
Christmas present.
And I used to,
that's a very grown up fucking.
Yeah, even as a kid,
you were just mad about fucking.
That was what I did every year. Got to go to a Man United game.
Yeah. Were the good times?
They were at the time. Yes.
Yes.
Now, it's a wee bit tinted now.
Yeah.
Because my dad would have went. It was just a vehicle for my dad to get hammered.
Oh, so he. Yeah. All right. Got you.
Obviously, as a kid, had to have an adult there. So it was just a vehicle for him to fucking get hammered and at the time, because I fucking love football.
Yeah.
I still watch about 5-6 hours of football a week. Match of the day, internationals, cup games, league, whatever's going on.
Yeah.
So for me, as a kid, I remember the first time being there. I'm a replica shirt and all on, and I think I got it for Christmas, and the match wasn't until about March or April. Yeah. So when you're a kid and you're waiting on something like that, it's a fucking eternity, man.
Okay.
But I remember I was in the third tier of the North Stand, I believe it was. Was it North Stand? Now the Alex Ferguson stand. And I step up. And it opens, and mate, it just opens up, and you're in Old Trafford, mate. Yeah. You're. It's called nicknamed
football. Yeah, football. Right. Okay. Got
Association
you.
football. Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
And to see the pitch, and then to see the players that you'd only ever fucking seen on TV.
Brilliant.
And they're playing in front of you, mate. It was it was emotional. It was genuinely fucking emotional. I think I had a wee fucking cry, and I got to meet my hero. My hero was a footballer called Dennis Irwin.
Right.
He was a left back, Irish left back, one of the most underrated footballers in the history of the game. I got to meet him, and there's still somewhere a picture of me and him. It was fucking just genuinely like the good outweighs the bad in situations like that, and it's still fucking I still have really really fond memories.
That's lovely, man.
What's the worst present you've ever got? Not worst, not worst, because not worst.
Worst, because everything you kind of ask for.
Some you get that kind of makes you go, huh?
Aye.
Because I've one of those like.
Have you?
Aye.
I'm trying to think here.
I'll tell you mine what I'm thinking. Go ahead. So I was going with a girl at the time, right?
Oh, you mean and right?
Yeah, not as a child. Don't mean as a child. It's just in general. So I was going with a girl at the time, and obviously, you know, if anyone who listens to the podcast who knows myself and Lee, we're big martial arts fans. So I think it was early 20s or so, I believe.
She buy you a black belt or something, did she?
Right, you're not far off. She bought me a replica UFC belt.
Oh, for
exact replica. Now this thing was exactly like, and I opened it and I was like, that's nice. What the fuck do you do with that?
I know.
They just dander about with it.
It's not like you have a fucking shrine around to it.
No. And I'll be honest, you know, I've never competed in the UFC, so no fuck. I can't be dandering about this street weight over my fucking shoulder. Every so often, stick it on, looking in the mirror, being like,
taking all hanging out, just
going to a live event, like you see, like professional wrestling fans do with the replica belts. So it's and they weren't cheap either. It was about £300.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
So I sold it for $350 about 2 weeks later. I
can't think. My mum was always lovely. Christmas time, she was fucking Mrs. Christmas, like.
Yeah.
But I remember every time you would have got and it was like a fucking proper out school grey sock. Leave your stocking out.
Oh, aye.
It was like a proper out fucking pocket out grey sock. It was filled with wee fucking snap cards and fucking like an apple and an orange. They were just like, you know what I mean?
It was the
that's it. You know what I mean? Where the fuck's my fucking Millennium Falcon? You know.
What is your Christmas day look like? You've touched on it a wee bit, but what is your wake up Christmas day? Who's with you? Where are you? You're in the house. What are you doing?
Well, Joe and Luca, if you get them a day over Christmas now at that age, you know, I'm happy enough. Isaac's down with us from Boxing Day, so Nikita and me just get to spend the day night. But Christmas Eve we'll do a bit of roundabout because we don't like turkey. Yeah. But I just can never fucking cook it right. It's just dry and shit. I'm sure there's ways to do it. I'm just not willing to go through it all to do it.
Yeah. So
we had a lovely wee place in Armagh. Get a drive out. There's a farm shop, and then there's the butchers that we go to, and we grab venison, rabbit, haggis, fucking pheasant, and we'll go medieval. Aye. We'll do a medieval fucking cook up on Christmas Day. Man, it's brilliant. I just run about blocked and falling about the place, and she's like fucking cooking, and I'm fucking smoking joints, and it's just lovely. No, I.
We have to do.
That's a good day.
We have to do Christmas.
But we don't buy each other.
Not a fucking thing.
Not a thing. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't know. Buy myself stuff.
but that's it. And that you actually want.
Aye.
You've already got, or you're planning forward to get it. It's not, you know what I mean? We're that type of people that we don't look for shit from people.
We don't need a lot. It's not. We're not bragging by any stretch of the imagination. We're like, I can get myself whatever I want. Guys like me and you don't want for an awful lot. You know, we're quite low maintenance in that regard.
I'm not. Have you had millions?
My life
would your life
change?
Mine neither. I'd
have a nicer car and a nicer house.
I'd buy the house that I'm in, and I would get a nicer car, and it wouldn't be a big fancy car. It would be like a big fucking 4x4, something that I like to drive.
I'd have a full movie accurate replica Batman suit.
Okay.
Which I would wear.
Would you not mannequin that and just set it in the corner of a big fucking hallway?
If I paid for it, I'm wearing it. I'm doing the big shop in it and all.
Right. This is a trait I've noticed with you and our boy Isaac. You and Isaac are the very same mindset. Isaac buys collectible military fucking he'll buy fucking good like antique shit and all you know what I mean. He save his money, or I fucking he's me fleeced, so he has it. It's all mine.
He'll earn his money.
I've brushed the floor up, Daddy. It was 40 quid. Fuck me, right? Anyway, so
I do it for fucking free in here.
I know. I love you, making it fucking you. But you know, but he'll buy this lovely stuff. He's get like a fucking like one of the red British. You know, from the Zulu War?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Zulu War? The British
Boer War.
And the fucking Zulus wiped them out in Africa.
That was the Boer War, wasn't it?
Was that the Boer War? I don't know much about it. Isaac could tell you. Yeah. But he's got this lovely replica, or not replica, this lovely red button thing, original, like the serial number in the back of the soldier that it belonged to and stuff. And he fucking wears it. He just walks about wearing it, so he does. You're the same.
No, 100%. If I paid money for something, I'm fucking sticking it on.
You're fucking wearing it. Did we do any reader questions around this week? No,
we don't. Well, because
you've been away.
Full disclosure, I've had a very busy couple of days, and then I've got work away this weekend, so I've been a wee bit flat.
I should have thought to do that earlier, but we're all right. We're all good.
No.
We can get them throw us a few into the messages. Sure, and we'll go from there.
What I was going to say, I think I'm slightly fucking sort of, I don't know, what would you call, kind of dejected a wee bit when it comes to, because I spent 6 years as a barman.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's the same for you when you were starting off as a gigging musician doing the pub and club scene around the Christmas time.
Awful.
It's
fucking nightmare. You can't get parked, mate. You've your gear to get out.
It's full of cunts too.
It's full of cunts, aye.
You've got people that don't go out a lot throughout the year, but are out over the Christmas period. And
they don't know how to handle it.
They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to conduct themselves in a bar. There's an etiquette in a bar.
Yeah.
The only people who drink in bars will understand. I remember chinning a guy in the bar one time because he waved a note in front of my face as I was going by. Now, a busy bar is like, and you see this shouting yo at somebody in a bar, that'll get you cut from your dick to your fucking chin. I just think it is the most horrible to shout yo and click at somebody.
Here's a wee fucking. Hope you're all okay. The barmen and the barmaids and the people working in the fucking 100%. The hospitality industry this time of year, especially Belfast. It's fucking wild. It's like a Wild West.
I remember a guy waved a £20 note in front of me. I took it off and scrambled it up in a ball and fucked it the other side of the bar. Just because there's no you would not. People who work in the service industry get treated fucking horribly, and there's no excuse for it. I don't think there's any excuse for it, and it's absolutely fucking horrible.
The big thing that used to happen there was a bar called the Basement at the side of the City Hall.
I used to do the door in it when it was Margot.
So that was after.
Yeah.
Right? I played in the Basement for quite a long time, sort of 2000 to fucking maybe 2004, something like that. And a
proper residency.
Proper residency every Friday, and Foy Vance jumped in on bass loads of times as well. But whenever we kind of get settled in and stuff, and we had this lovely residency, and then you have right in the centre of fucking Belfast at Christmas time, man. And I remember this happened a couple of times, but this one was fucking bad. Boy hit my microphone stand as I was singing. I'm up close and personal, mate. Fucking cracked 2 in the teeth, so he did, the bastard. And he done it again. It cracked him in the second time he fucking done it. I remember just saying to him, mate, I'm going to shove this fucking microphone up your hole. Then the next thing, he was coming forward, and his mates were fucking trying to hold him back, and all. I was like, I'm your fucking man. I'm your fucking man. Come on the fuck. Come on the fuck. Guitar off.
I'll be your fucking Huckleberry.
This is my fucking game. Come on the fuck. You know what I mean?
Christmas movies. Do you have these? I have.
Threw me a curveball there outside today. Right, I watched The Holiday last year.
Hold on a minute, I threw you a fucking curveball.
You did.
I messaged you yesterday.
Saying what?
Top 5 Christmas movies. Have a think about it. We'll talk about it on the podcast.
Did he answer you?
Yes, you fucking did. No worries, mate.
I think I'm getting fucking dementia.
Right,
you know?
right. This is a trait of yours, Lee Rogers, right? And I feel the need that I have to make it apparent. I will message you, you will respond, and then you will borderline angrily deny that the communication has happened. Please stop doing that.
Right. Well, Luca sent me a message the other day. I said something to Luca, my daughter, and she sent me a message back, or she sent me this message, and I sent one back, and I answered her question during it, and she says, "Daddy, we talked about this 2 days ago. Are you getting dementia?" I says, "Fuck, I better check my Google and see if all the fucking links are blue to dementia." but. You know, I'm sorry about that, mate. I don't know why I do that. I don't know. I can't actually remember a lot of shit. You know. I'm sorry. And then Lucas said to me yesterday. He says, "Daddy, did you name me after like in that song? I'm listening to it. That's about an abused kid, Luca." And I sent a fucking cracker back to her. I says, "Do you know what, darling? I know that there, but I just wanted a wee Luca that I could mind and look after and make sure she was safe and sound, because that song broke my heart." And she came back and says, "You're such a wee sweetheart, Dad." And I was like,
"You're just like off a fucking cuff." Yeah. Do you want to hear my favourite?
That's true though. Sorry, look, if you're watching this, it is true.
Lucas not listening to this.
No, I think she does, you know, because she comes back and says shit to me. Well, she'll be more. She'll be more disappointed in you than me. Like
the majority of women in my fucking life, like, says, "How could she not be? I'm sitting here in my pants. I've just had to tuck my left ballock back in."
Was it out to say there? Was it?
I was. It fucking looks like a division symbol down there. Right, sorry.
Right, top 5 movies.
Yes, right. Sorry, top 5. Number 1 for me, surprisingly, would be Batman Returns.
Right.
I believe that's a Christmas movie.
Do you believe Die Hard's a Christmas movie?
Unequivocally so, yes.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas
I never realised that until a few years ago, you know. I don't even think I've seen it until about fucking 5 years ago.
Do you know what? It's an alright movie. It's overrated. Like it's just a good movie.
It came out at the time whenever they were trying to put him out as a big action hero, alongside Van Damme and Schwarzenegger and Stallone and all.
The Planet Hollywood trio.
The Planet Hollywood trio, that's right.
Yeah. So Batman Returns, which is a seminal Batman movie, Keaton in his second turn.
That was great though. That was my favourite one out of those movies.
Danny DeVito as the Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
Flippers.
Yeah, that's even... Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, like, she's responsible for a lot of weird stuff I've done. Anyway, number 2. Number 2 is Love Actually.
Love
Actually.
I don't think I've ever seen it, Phil.
Mate. Yeah. It's just a really wholesome, feel-good movie that has all these little stories. You know the way you have the trope now in movies, you have all these little stories that intersect?
Yeah.
Love Actually was one of the
that fucks with me, you know. That fucks my head up.
I would
get to the point where I'm just going, right, fuck, that part, I can't watch this anymore. I switch shit off and all when it gets too much.
I had a massive crush on Marty McCutcheon at the time. Do you remember her? She was Tiffany in EastEnders.
Yeah. You fucking loved
her. She also had a UK number 1 with
Did she?
Perfect Moment, was it?
This is my moment. Will you harmony or did moment with you? Right, got
anyway, number 3. This is what I know you enjoy. The Holiday.
First time I ever seen it was last Christmas Day. I was fucking crying my eyes out.
Well, again, you have a couple of wee stories that intersect there. Which is again another.
But I didn't find it too hard to follow.
No, that's because there was only 2. There was only 2 there, mate.
There was one day last year, and when I wasn't working in this wonderful, beautiful studio, I was sitting about the house waiting for fucking music stuff to happen, and I'm very happy with that. I was doing stuff and moving around the world.
Pull the front bumper clean off yourself.
Fucking out by the root. But listen to me, right? So there.
Does this go back on?
Super glue. But there was a fucking day, right, where I was. There was a day where I was in the house on my own, and Nikita was at work, and the next thing I got a message going, "Are you fucking serious?" I had been on starting movies, ordering them, paying for them,
right?
$4.99 and all here now. Bad ones and all, £10. You know what I mean? But starting them and going, fuck, I can't watch that. And then going on and fucking order £70. £70 in the fucking day.
You'd be cheaper getting a her.
I know, mate. I should have done. But I fucking £70 in a day I done, so I'm not allowed. I am unequivocally not allowed near.
How does that relate to the holiday?
I don't know, man. Because we had the order or bad or something.
Oh, it is great. Number 4.
Go.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. People say it's not a Christmas movie. I believe it's a Christmas movie. I just enjoy it. I think it's a great wee movie. Animated. The score's by Danny Elfman.
I must stick on actually. That's something I've watched.
Danny Elfman, who did the score for the early Batman movies.
Okay.
So really, really, really great.
Have you not seen National Lampoon's fucking Christmas Vacation?
I've never seen a National Lampoon movie in general.
Well, they're terrible, but the fucking Christmas one's good.
I don't like Chevy Chase.
He's a bit hard to fucking stomach at times, isn't he?
Face on him like a cunt. Like, he's not.
There's a couple of nice wee moments in that, mate. You should check it out just for yourself.
I do like wee wholesome moments.
Yep.
Number 5, Violent Night. Have you seen it?
No, gotta check that one out.
Brilliant. David
Have I seen it?
David Harbour's in it.
The Santa that kicks the fuck out of everybody?
Yes,
yeah, I've seen it, but I fucking think it was blocked when I seen it. I don't think
really great movie. It's a Christmas movie where it's like a hostage type setup,
right?
And Santa has to go in and like it's vicious, like.
Aye.
It's vicious, and it's just an interesting wee take on the whole
Krampus.
story.
Have you seen Krampus?
I have, yeah.
Well, I love that. Like, I love that. The big demon Santa that was fucking going lifting.
It's quality, like
lifting kids. It
would be number 6 if I had a top.
That was if you weren't a good boy and out the Germany sort of direction, Romania direction.
Was it Krampus originally
it's
Romanian?
all that fucking Eastern European. That thing's the whole way over. But it was that sort of, you don't be good, Krampus is coming.
Do you know what Christmas movie I fucking hate?
Go.
Elf.
It's terrible.
I
don't like.
Hate
I don't like
Will
that.
Ferrell's a
I
cunt.
don't like Will Ferrell.
I don't think he's funny at all.
No.
I just don't think he's fucking funny.
No.
But the whole Elf, where it's like Buddy the Elf and mate.
It's embarrassing, mate. It's cringy as fuck. See stuff that gives me that level of cringe. I just can't fucking handle it.
He's like your mate.
You fucking laughing at?
He's like your. You would, Jack.
You would. Aye. You're like an elf. Look at him.
He's like your mate that you've invited to a family do who turns up with 2 grams of gear already in him.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? And you're like, would you just fuck off? And
I know.
it's over the top. It's just. And adults, I know I'm saying, like, I'm an adult, I enjoy The Nightmare Before Christmas and I enjoy Batman, but if you're a grown-ass fucking adult, he's like, oh, can't wait to watch Elf. Fuck off. No harm.
My ma used to watch one, now black and white one. What was it called?
Now Bingo, so It's a Wonderful Life. That's a traditional.
Fuck me, mate. That's the most fucking depressing movie I've ever seen in my life.
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it.
You like it?
I like it, aye.
It's not quite up there with fucking with Watership Down. Have you ever seen that? I know it's not a Christmas movie. Have you ever seen Watership Down?
Like fire. Aye.
That scarred me, that fucking movie.
But for anyway, Christmas music.
Yep, Christmas music.
Hate it.
No, it's not my thing. Fuck, you know what? There's a Christmas song that I done too. They stuck it out on a fucking EP last year, so I hope they don't do it this year again. It's fucking the worst. You know what I mean?
It irritates me. I don't know, I sound like a grumpy old man.
But it's the same 10 songs regurgitated for the whole month of fucking
Step
December.
into Christmas, step off a chair with a noose around your neck. It's fucking shite. I hate it. As soon as some cunt fucking says,
there's 2 songs that I don't mind. The Pogues one, the Pogues and Christmas.
Fairy Tale in New York.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's not something. Yeah, and fucking the John Lennon one. That's it, but I love John Lennon.
What's the John Lennon one?
So this is Christmas.
No, hate it with a passion. And I'm going to completely contradict myself right now by saying the Michael Bublé Christmas album, fucking amazing. Absolutely.
Hang on a minute. What?
Have you heard the Michael?
No, I don't like Michael Bublé. He's fucking awful, mate.
I have seen Michael Bublé live.
That's why you like him.
And I like him because I'm a big fan of Michael Bublé.
He's a fucking hateful cunt.
Legend is what he is.
Absolutely.
Do you ever get home after a rough day?
No, I know the answer is no, but go ahead.
Pour yourself a wee glass of
sherry,
White Zinfandel, rosé.
Okay.
Get into the bath, add a wee bit of fun stuff to it. Listen to Michael. Call it the Bublé bath.
Cocaine or
a wee Bublé bath.
Oh, mate.
Oh, it's amazing. But I love Michael Bublé. I love the Christmas album. I think he's fucking brilliant. But
right, anyway. I'm glad you have notes, mate. I'm going to start writing. My notes would fuck us up. I'm not going to do notes.
I write notes because I know you won't. And because of the amount of brain damage I have, and the amount of brain damage you have, it would just be 2 spackers staring at each other.
I know.
For about a half hour. Lee Rogers, I'm happy to fucking put a
mate, I'm happy to put a wrap on that. This is not the Christmas show. We will do a Christmas show.
We will do a Christmas show where we might even dress up.
Yep.
Since I dressed down for this one, we might even dress up for that one. What's the rest of your week looking like, buddy?
Well, tonight we're going to go and chill out. There's a series that she wants to watch, that one about Belfast, about the Provost. What's it called? Say Nothing.
Right.
You could check that out.
What's it on?
Is it Disney Plus, I think, are showing it.
Disney or the Provo business.
Yeah. Jerry Adams and all's in it. Like a young Jerry Adams, fucking, you know what I mean?
I have a story about Jerry Adams I cannot tell on the broadcast. On the podcast. Anyway.
He wasn't even involved, sure. Anyway, go ahead.
What am I doing? I said this, I fly away to Austria tomorrow.
You're just showing off then, asking me what I'm doing
for a Brave show, so I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm home for 2 days, and then I fly to Moldova for a kickboxing.
When are you winding down for a couple of weeks? Are you getting the wind down at Christmas, or what's happening?
I fly to Bahrain on the 11th of December. maybe the 10th of December. Then I'm back on either the 17th or 18th. I have a wee local boxing show on the 20th, and then that's me until the new year.
Phil, will you be drinking by then? Because I'm finding my life is very, very quiet and very boring at the minute. I'm practically not drinking anymore because he's not drinking anymore, and it's fucking depressing.
Do you know what, mate? I'm enjoying not drinking. I'm losing a wee bit of weight, which is nice. And the objective for me.
We were drinking nearly
every day.
Every day, something every day.
Not nearly every day. I was getting home if I hadn't drank, I'd be like, fuck. I haven't had a drink a day. I've been wild good. I'll celebrate by getting 6 beers.
Well, I suppose it's been good for me too because I haven't been drinking either.
Yeah, the only reason I'm doing it. It's not that I have any kind of predilection for or like predisposition for the alcoholism or anything like that. It's just that I was putting on too much weight, and I love a beer.
So that's vanity. That's good, mate. I don't mind that at all. I'm the same man. I'd be a vain bastard too. Like,
it's like and I just want to.
But see, when you get to 47 years old, it gets harder to stay vain. You start looking at yourself, going, "Fuck me! I'm just going to have to let this go. I'm going to have to shave my hair and all off here soon."
I'm 36, and I just want to feel marginally less disgusted with myself.
Well,
I'm going to get out of bed naked and look at myself in the full length mirror.
I'm going to go into my 50s an absolute fucking machine. That's my plan.
Do you know who'd be the best person to speak to regarding that? Aaron Wallace.
Yeah.
40 years of age and has a body fat of about fucking 4%.
Mate, I've seen some of them photos that he's sticking up at the minute. Mate, he's in the best shape I've ever seen him in. Like, and I've known Aaron a long time.
Aaron runs his own independent Mixed Martial Arts Commission.
Yeah.
So he will be going with me to Austria to oversee Brave Combat Federation 90, which is huge considering that his commission has only been fully operational for less than half a year.
Yeah.
So shout out to Aaron Wallace. Very, very proud
of him.
Well done,
big man. Yep, so, absolutely.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this has been The Bat and the Bandit, episode 14. I've been Phil Campbell. You have been the wonderful lyrical genius that is Mr. Lee Rogers.
My man.
Check us out on all forms of social media. We're not going to give you the full diatribe. You can find it for yourself. We'll see you next week.
Bye. That's all right.